Good morning. I wanted to make this video, one, to show off my new hairstyle. Yay. Shout out to Anna Lee. She's dope. And two, to address the difference in between making excuses and paying attention to history and the causes and effects of it when it pertains to black people. Of course, this is about black people, right? So, people like to say, oh, well, you can't change the past. You're just making excuses. You have to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and get it moving and do what you have to do. And I completely agree. I don't like living in the past. I don't like living in the past. It can be very counterproductive if you allow it to be. But since there are such things as history classes, and there are such things as memories and photos, and if the past didn't matter, we wouldn't have any of that. So when does it matter and when doesn't it? It doesn't matter when it doesn't affect you in the present. And sometimes you allow things to affect you in the present that happened in the past that doesn't have to. But when it comes to things like race and black people and their history and their position in the Constitution and their economic power and their financial power and their educational power or lack thereof, that is something in the past that is completely affecting an entire culture. Not everybody, because there are successful individuals. Thank you, Barack. Thank you, Beyonce. But as a whole, the past has affected the black community very, very, very bad. So I'm kind of driving, but I had this on my mind. But a very long ride to work. So before you try to say, well, you're just making excuses. Forget you got to forget the past. You can't dwell on the past. No, we have to understand the past, and we have to understand its relevance in our present, because obviously if there are things that go on and we don't understand why, maybe we should have to look at the past. We have to look at the past. It's like a derivative for the future. That's my thing. It's like you can't even have the future without the past. So it is very important. So there's a difference in between making up excuses and trying to pay attention to what is going on with black people when it comes to the present situations and what happened in history. So that was on my heart. Thank you. Have a good morning. I'm headed to work. I'm trying not to work eventually. Sorry. I mean, I love my job though, right? Come get a bed. Sleep number.